I think growing up is kind of one of those things where like I just love to create, like period. Like it's all about just creating something and the idea or the feeling of like when you're in the studio for like the first time and you don't know what you're gonna do that day, and then you leave with something. So probably like dopest feeling in the world, you know. And that's like what this is all about. You know, I think everything I create, I need it or want it to come from just like the most honest place possible, just how I feel at that moment and what's going on in my life right then, right? It's like everything's just more of like a moment of time. And you need it to be like, so that when you listen back to it later, it's like you know why you wrote it, what it meant, you know, what it felt like, or what were the reasons for doing it. I mean, I think that's like the biggest thing. I like just that idea, you know, of just like making something new, making something fresh, trying to put things in a different perspective that hasn't been seen before or heard of before, and, you know, and to just create it, you know. That same the same desire that I have for create for myself is I have that same passion in wanting to create for others. You know, I think it's all about, the end of the day, it's about the record, right? The sake of the record, whatever that is, and whoever that's about. You know, if it's for me, then it's going to be my honesty. And if it's for somebody else, you know, it's trying to find their story and what they want to portray, and how can we make that into something that's incredible for them, that they can stand by, believe in, but it also hits like an emotional chord with how they're feeling and then how the people feel, you know, when they hear it. That's probably like you know, one of the dopest things for me, at least in my perspective. I think art is art, and you just want to, you know, same like for myself. Like I can get the same inspiration from whether hearing a new song by somebody, and then going to, you know, the Met or the MoMA or going to the art museum at Princeton. Like I can get the same inspiration for it, you know, just to create. I think you know, creators, I feel like always kind of have that bond of like just wanting to do something fresh and new and inspirational and push the envelope of what's been done already, and whatever's been done already, don't do it again and try to do something new. So I think that's, for me, that's something that like drives me and keeps me, you know, excited. You know, the same idea of like watching architecture or creating a house to painting a picture to, you know, designing a car or clothes or whatever it is. I mean, that's really I think what drives me, period. You know, it's just creation.